He's got it, and it's 17-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of people are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. He'll drop to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. 5. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Field goal unit not out there. They want 6 before halftime.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. No. Check. Patriot.
They'll throw now on the final play. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have come to halftime here. A lightning quick halftime. These guys hardly made it to the tunnel. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline? You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5. He'll look to throw, being chased out left. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Chidobe Awuzie, the rookie from Colorado. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
All right, here we go. Green, fine now. Lucky 56. Lucky 50.
They're going to try and throw. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 26 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be a Philadelphia first down. Now it's Ajayi. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. They complete it to Hill. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 yards through the air and a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Steps away to his left. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. David Irving in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Mike Wallace, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and react into the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
Forced out to his left. He may try and run for the ball comes out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jay Ajayi with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And he's got it as the score is now 31-7. Elliott now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second.
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. The 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Cowboys continue to pour it on. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
And it's up and good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll begin the drive with Ajayi, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch. Give him 30 yards there. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. Room here to run. Space to run past the 20. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. A handoff as they run the counter play. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. He'll step aside. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tyrone Jerome Crawford. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And he's brought down. A nice little juke move that preceded it, but not much thereafter. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense? Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays? And we'll see how determined they are. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Green 39! Green 39!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. It's the rookie from Washington, Sidney Jones. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Ajayi is, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jay Ajayi with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. So they're going to go for 2.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. Over!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flush to his right. And he'll get in. And they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. Elliott now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all. Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 3rd quarter. Minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now. 2nd down following the run.
All right, here we go. Green 39!
Funchess has it complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Brandon Graham in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. Back now here on EA Sports. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Rolling to his right. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Escaping the pressure right. And now running right through him. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
Give him 11 on the gain there, and it'll be first down Eagles. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. They'll look to throw here. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal. They'll try to run with a J. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Jay Ajayi, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. And they will line up now for the 2-point try. And my goodness, another interception. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And the Cowboys are able to recover. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The rookie from Tennessee, Derek Barnett. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
All right, here we go.
They'll buy some time right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Brandon Graham in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, set this one off target.
Flushed out right. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles get a score closer. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball's out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll set up a throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Interesting quirk in the schedule coming up for the Cowboys. Typically, you get 10 days off after these Thanksgiving games, but this year they play next Thursday. They get their third straight home game, this time hosting the Redskins.
You never know how the schedule's going to fall. You're right, it has been true.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off near the 42. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
And the lead is down to 2. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard near the 25. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he will be stopped here for no gain, and then it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. On second down, Elliott. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The Cowboys on third down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 9. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the rookie from Washington, Sidney Jones. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And a loose football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Caught right side. It's Jeffrey. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now a handoff here to his running back. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Back to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Back to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Looked like they had a window to get that in there, but a good job rallying defensively.
Excellent timing. No pass interference. The hit jars it loose, and now they force them into a decision. Do you go for it on 4th down or kick the field goal?
All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Now he'll escape. A crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Rasul Douglas, the rookie from West Virginia. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened, because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
Now a handoff looking right. That's a nice move by Ajayi. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. They run again with Ajayi. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? Picks it up and wins the game.
What year was